What would it look like if I literally did not waste a single second and every single ounce, every atom, every calorie of my being was used to propel me towards my goal? And I guess the only way that would happen is if I was pretty much locked in a room with a phone and some video editing software, and then when I wasn't locked in that room editing videos, I'd be running around, knocking on doors, making sales, drinking coffee, getting shredded, doing push-ups, yada, yada, yada. So I have to think, or just imagine, let's just say, imagine, what if it turned out better than I could possibly imagine? My brain just pictured me in a very clean, empty environment, naturally being driven by restlessness to go and attack the things I want to attack. I keep thinking about the time in my life where I was editing videos every single day. I drank tons of coffee, barely consumed any social media, no consuming, only running around. And life was just so simple. It was so easy. I didn't spend any time inside scrolling. I didn't spend any time inside consuming. All of my time was spent outside, running around, being crazy, filming voice notes, speaking into my phone, opening up my fucking notes app, typing in Google Documents, doing push-ups, stretching on the floor. Literally, anything is better than just doing nothing, than consuming. Consuming and allowing other people to program your mind is the fastest way to lose your will. Like, let's just say, like, you're living at your parents' house in high school and you get in trouble, or you fail a test. You fail a test, you get a bad grade, and you're in trouble, and your parents are going to be like, you're bad, you're wrong, you're bad, you're not smart enough, you're stupid, you're not doing what we want you to do, you're disappointing us. Then you're going to go into your room and be like, oh, I'm all sad, because when you allow other people to tell you who you are and you believe it, it's literally the fastest way to lose your conscious will. Why would you want to do that? It's cringe. Super cringe and wrong. So think about it this way. If there was a possibility, if it existed, what would it look like? Like, if it was possible, what would it look like? And it would look like me waking up, speaking into my phone, going for a walk, grabbing a bottle of water, getting fucking shredded. And doing so with a purpose, doing so while actually feeling like it. So many things in modern society are designed to steal your attention, to make you feel good, the illusion of dopamine, but in reality, they slow you down. Having a nice woman, having eating sugary, processed, hyper palatable foods that activate your dopamine receptors. What did I eat last night? Last night was pretty good. But having these hyper palatable foods that activate your dopamine receptors is the fastest way to cheat on your diet. And it's like literally addiction. It makes everything worse. It makes your dopamine highs way too high, and it makes your lows way too low. Because all of your experiences are relative. If you're just eating normal foods like steak, have a sandwich, have some eggs, have some milk, have some fruit, whatever, that's fine. That's more than enough dopamine. But the second you start stepping into man-made, absolute poisonous monstrosity, chemical warfare that is being waged upon your mind to make you as addicted and submissive as possible to these foods and substances, there are ones and zeros. Stuff that moves you faster, closer to your goal, and stuff that slows you down and puts you further away from the goal you want to achieve. And I can't just be all schizophrenic and say that, oh, I'm special and I'm better than everybody else, so I can just waste all my time and eat whatever I want because eventually out there in the future, I'm destined to achieve my goal because I'm special and God chose me. I can't be doing that. The only thing you are guaranteed in life is death. The rest is up to you. So why do you think I'm out here making some fucking videos, trying to inspire the youth, the world, to move forward in the right direction instead of moving backwards? Why would you slow yourself down intentionally just because it gives you dopamine? It's just cringe. It's like the only time you would ever willingly need to slow yourself down is if you are possessed by a demon and you physically see no other way in your consciousness to solve the problem than to consume or to slow yourself down. Every single desire you have is just the false desire to be one with God. In the Bible, it says, what's the word? In the Bible, it says something like, knowledge is evil. And it's like, no, knowledge of wanting to be equal to God is evil. So when I told myself, oh, God chose me, I'm special, I can waste all my time and just do whatever the fuck I feel like and just go with the way, trust my instincts, and all my problems will get solved. There is a time for that. But there is also a time for thinking and planning and action. Thinking is really cringe. Even right now, I'm having a little thought here, a little thought there. When I pause in my words, my brain will imagine something for me to fucking clench my teeth into. And there's really no point to just lay around and consume. Your body is essentially a video game character. Dopamine is the chemical of repetition. It's not the pleasure chemical. It's not the motivation chemical. It's repetition. When you're playing a video game, oh, it's so much fun, so much dopamine. I want to keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. When it's not fun anymore, when the dopamine shuts off, you cease doing that activity. I was knocking on doors for 3 days straight, knocking doors, hours and hours and hours per day. And then we just closed the deal and I took my foot off the gas. We haven't knocked on any doors. It's just like dopamine is the repetition chemical. And once I got my fill, I did not want to consume anymore. So I'm out here speaking into my phone. I'm receiving dopamine. So the more dopamine I receive, the more I want to keep talking, keep repeating these actions, keep speaking to my phone, keep creating. And as soon as the dopamine stops, then I'm going to stop. It's the same thing with scrolling on TikTok. It's the same thing with eating food. Dopamine is just the chemical of repetition. So guard your dopamine receptors with your life. If you are just aimlessly consuming different things, just aimlessly consuming food, consuming social media, scrolling on TikTok, playing video games, rewarding yourself without the effort, why would you want to increase your video game character stats of just constant reward and constant easiness and instant gratification? You have two animals inside of you. The predator, the long-term forward-thinking vision, and then the animal reacts to your environment, prey, constant consumption. You have both. That's the gift of being human. You have both of those things inside of you. So when you see a flock of sheep eating a bunch of grass sitting there, and then as soon as they stop eating grass, it's like, oh shit, how do we return to normal, return to the baseline, return to being comfortable? You have to keep eating. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're an apex predator like a lion, and you're always in constant hunting, constant battle, constant relaxation, whatever it is, life is different. You're always moving forward. You have that one giant goal to reach. So instead of being in constant consumption, you're in constant battle, constant hunting, constant chasing what is forward in front of you. That's what it means to be alpha. To chase what is in front of you. To not just consume the little easy things that are all around you. To chase the giant overarching goal that is far away, that is more difficult, that takes more effort, more time to reach. The greater the challenge, the greater the glory. Would you rather be a Super Bowl champion, win 16 games in the regular season, win all the playoffs, win the fucking Super Bowl, get a Super Bowl ring? Or would you rather just do a fucking stupid little high school exhibition match and play some footballs around? Obviously, one feels better than the other not because of the reward, it's because of the effort that leads up to it.